In Pit Lane is proudly brought to you by Dynotech by Dyno Dynamics. For your nearest workshop, visit our website. And with the support of the Ramada Resort, Phillip Island.
Welcome back to In Pit Lane here on Channel 31. Well, as we said last weekend down at Phillip Island, the opening round of the Victorian State Circuit Racing Championships, second round of the Victorian Formula Ford Championship, and as I said, some great racing over the weekend, and Saturday in perfect conditions on a brand new surface track. Our guest tonight reset the lap record for Formula Ford. It was a pretty good effort, really, considering that she's only 16 years old and has had less than, it was about her fourth start in the category. To find out how she did it and what her plans are for the future, let's welcome Chelsea Angelo. Chelsea, welcome to In Pit Lane.
Thank you for having me.
Now let's talk about the recent past. Let's talk about the weekend first of all. Saturday, third race, and how were you surprised when you hopped out and found that you'd actually set a new lap record at Phillip Island?
Yeah, I mean, when I came out of race one, there were absolutely no expectations of me breaking the new lap record. And when I came out and saw the results, it was a nice little surprise to see. But in race one, actually coming out of the last corner, I've turned into the apex a bit too early and the car had a lot of push, so it's come out wide on the last corner. I'm thinking the car's either going to go right or it's going to go back onto the track, but I set my target fixation on a sign and just focused on that and kept it flat and kept it going. Yeah, 2 cars passed, but my engineer Rick Kemp told me on the radio to say you've got 4 laps to do it. Don't give up until you see that checkered flag, so I went for it and got third.
Well, you certainly did go forward. It was an impressive performance, and it was great racing, very close racing. Tell us about your background. I mean, I take it you came out of karts?
Yeah, well, before karting, actually, when I turned 6, I started motocross, and from 6, I did motocross for a couple of years, and then I got a go-kart for my 11th birthday, and I did that for the next 4 or 5 years. In rookies, I won my club championship at Todd Road, and I polled numerous of opens and won numerous of open meetings. And at the end of the year, when I turned 15, I got an opportunity to go on the Arrow Awards Day, Formula Ford, to have a test drive. After that, our team, Evans Motorsport, approached us the next few days and asked us whether we wanted to join their team or not, and we said, yeah, sure. And that year, last year, was the test for the whole year, so we're prepared to do the 2013 season this year.
It's interesting, you mentioned that you've been on a bike since you were 6 years old, you had the kart at 11. We had the story earlier about Eugene Rocca talking about the CAMS Ignition program, and so-called experts out in government there saying that, oh no, we can't, young people, they don't have the mental capacity or the physical capacity to handle a vehicle. You've been driving and riding since you were 6. I mean,
yeah.
Sure, do you think that when you actually get behind the wheel of a road car in a couple of years, do you think this is going to be a big advantage for you? Are you going to be a better driver?
It'll definitely make me more aware on the roads, because when I'm out on the racetrack, I can do whatever speed I want, but when I'm on the real roads, it's cautious. I think it's really good because it makes me aware how dangerous driving can be on the roads.
And it does give you that opportunity that if let's say something does go wrong, and accidents can happen, you've got some idea of how to handle it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, as I said, it makes us more aware. I mean, the kids these days, when they get their Ps, there's so many accidents out there because they think they can do whatever they want out there, but it's really good.
So what about the fact, I mean, you set a new lap record, and that was a great thing in itself, but it has to be said that one of the reasons why it's attracted so much attention is the fact that you're a young woman. How do you feel about that in terms of your future career, that anything you do is going to get extra attention from a lot of people because of your gender?
Yeah, I mean, that's true, but you know, you've just got to kind of put your head down and just, you know, there'll be a lot of people who argue with me and say, oh, you know, she can't do this, she can't do that because she's a female. But in my terms, I think I've just got to put my head down and focus about where I want to go.
I suppose the bottom line is results will shut everybody up, won't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
So what are the long-term plans?
Long-term plans for this year, we're just going to see how each race meeting will go. Next year we'll still be continuing to do Formula Ford. We'll do a couple of races here and there, and I'll also be doing my last year of schooling in Year 12. But after that, if there's any opportunities that come my way, I'll definitely take them into considerations.
Would you be interested in going overseas? Is that something you're focusing on?
Yeah, that's definitely a plan. I would like to go overseas, but my ultimate goal is to achieve to go on the V8s.
Well, best of luck. It was a very impressive performance. Not just the fact that you set the lap record, but also the racing over the weekend. It was great racing between you and Tom and all of the guys there. And the next round is coming up at Sandown at the at the end of I think middle of April. So sorry, middle of next month, middle of May. So we look forward to seeing you out at Sandown. But for now, Chelsea, thanks for joining us in Pit Lane.
Thank you for having me.
In Pit Lane is proudly brought to you by Dynotech by Dyno Dynamics. For your nearest workshop, visit our website. And with the support of the Ramada Resort, Phillip Island. Why should you get your car tuned with a Dynotech dyno? Your car will be more fuel efficient. An accurate tune means saving money at the pump. Your car is safe. It never has to leave the workshop to be tested. Increased performance, optimised fuel consumption and more power. Reduced emissions. Protect the environment by minimising your carbon footprint. To find your nearest Dynotech workshop, go to www.dyno.com.au. Dynotech by Dyno Dynamics.